And what is going on out there, everybody in Soulful Terror World? Again, my name is Aman Alvarez, aka Mr. Soul of a Man. And if you're wondering where you are, you have found yourself in the world of the Soulful Tarot channel, where we talk about all wide varieties of spirituality and we break it down, of course, using tarot cards. So today's topic is something very near and dear to my heart. Today we're going to go into Black Girl Magic. Of course, you all know Black Girl Magic is a hashtag that was started a few years back, and it has grown. It is global. It is worldwide. So today we are going to talk about Black Girl Magic, and the first thing, this is going to be part 1 of 4 in the series. So today we're going to talk about believing in yourself. So a lot of people don't necessarily believe in magic, but when you see the amazing things that Black women do, not just in this country in America, but around the world, you have to realize that it is something greater than themselves that they do, because to be able to make something out of nothing in a very hostile environment and still be able to rock their hair in a natural way, so just to be able to be themselves. It is a very, it is a very amazing thing. But as the term says, Black Girl Magic, you cannot do anything as far as magic goes, or as far as spirituality, divination, anything of that nature, if you don't believe in yourself. So you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself to climb any mountains, to conquer any mountains, to go over any terrain, any battlefield, things of that nature. And of course, to go a little bit more deeper into that, I have 9 cards in front of me. So we're going to go straight into that, so we can go ahead and talk a little bit more about the term Black Girl Magic and what Black women can do in general, just as far as believing in themselves more, and to kind of get the terms of their faith, as far as speaking things into existence. How do you get those things to happen when you feel stuck and stagnant, and when you have so much crazy chaos going on around you? And remember, this is going to be part 1 of 4. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And don't forget to subscribe and like my channel. And please leave me a comment below if you'd like me to cover any topics or anything spirituality goes. So, and without further ado, card number 1. Card number 1 is bondage. So, of course, if you are in a bondage type of a state, if you're in a physically, especially mentally, you have to see yourself, in a sense, like in the eyes of your creator, or in the eyes of the creator. So it's all in what you believe in. If you believe in if you believe in your own divine self, if you believe in going a little deeper and manifesting from within. But the whole soul of the situation is that you got to believe in yourself, and that is one day at a time. That is one step at a time. That is writing little post-it notes, sticking them on the mirror. That is journaling. That is dreaming. So it's so much that goes into that. I feel like a lot of you are in a state where you have to rebuild your self-esteem. I do offer something, as far as spirituality goes, as far as, just helping people. That's what I do. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help, especially in a spiritual sense. So, if you'd like to book your appointment with me, just after this is over, just click the link down below and I'll have all my information down there. But, if you dream it, you can achieve it. So, you have to, be your own dream. Be the point of your own greatest imagination. Far as we may look at other people, we may hold them up in a divine sense. And these are just regular people. Let's just say the people that we believe in more, sports stars, celebrities, people who have a lot of likes on social media. But at the end of the day, these, although they may be talented and creative, they are only human, and there are bigger entities, way bigger beings than them. Because just like my life has an expiration date, that's cool. Even when I get onto the other side, there's going to be more work to do. But as far as being in a state of bondage, you have to be able to. You just have to be able to look at your blackness in the mirror, no matter what shade you are, where you're from, what language you speak. You have to know and believe that it is amazing, that it is fruitful, that that you can conquer anything. Know that people who came before you had so much in front of them. Yes, even more than what we see today, because there are civilizations out there that we really don't know about, that haven't been tracked by, let's say, modern historians, so to speak. But yeah, so bondage is something that will, and this is card number one, bondage. So bondage is something that will hold you in a spider web, so to speak, where you can't move, and you want to give up. But here to tell you, don't give up, don't give in. Believing in yourself, believing that you have a purpose here, that that you are beautiful no matter what you've been through, and no matter what it is. They always say it always happens for a reason. There's a lot of crazy things that happen to people out here, and you wonder why. But in the grand scale of it, believe me, it all does happen for a reason. I mean, I don't understand it all, but it's just it's getting to the point of understanding and knowing who we are, and knowing that we are beautiful, we are conquerors, and we are abundantly blessed in who we are and where we are going. And believing in yourself, card number two. This is the narrow card. So card number two, and you can see the wavy lines, and that just basically talks about all the things that we're going through. But as you can see at the end, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. So we have to see our inner light shining through. We have to be, we have to be and see and make the change that we want to see and that we truly want to do. And if we don't do that, then we're going to be stuck and stagnant. Some of you may say, well, I'm in this situation. I don't know how to get out of it. A lot of you do have the ability to speak power, speak truth to power, so to speak. And if you're not living in your own truth, then you're not living in your own destiny, and that's stopping you from being happy. And of course, that term of black girl magic is something that's irrefutable in your power, because you are powerful, and you come from they say that people are made. They say that people, they say that. Hey, what's going on, Miss Shantae? Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Yeah, so they say that we're, that we are, if you ever heard the term starseed, let me see if I can break that down for you. A starseed is a person a starseed is a person that has like massive power, massive abilities. All right, so like Beyonce, right, would be a starseed. Michael Jackson would be a starseed. Let me see. If you've heard of Cleopatra from back in the day, the Egyptian queen, she was a starseed. I mean, people who had all of this power, and as Black melanated people, we have this power from within. And you might say, man, well, sometimes I don't feel it. Sometimes I can't. Sometimes I can't. I know I've been in that situation. I've been through my Hurricane Katrinas and all of that stuff. I've lost it all. I've gained it all. I've lost it all again. And I'm here to tell you that there is light at the end of the tunnel. There is work to do. You have to do the work. You have to do the work, because because sometimes if you don't do it. It's almost saying like the God in you, the whatever the God is in you, your ancestors, your ancestors are there for you. They're waiting for you. If you don't believe in them, they sure as hell believe in you. Believe me, they made me a believer. Yes, I still believe in God and in angels, and there's so much more out there. So goes to say that there is light at the end of your tunnel. So the main thing is that stuff is going to meet you on that road, on that path. So there's things that I'm discovering about myself that blows my mind. It really does to this point. And I'm just thankful. And, I am very humbled, just to be able to sit here and talk to you guys, just to be able to share my gifts and talents and, just really be able to help people and help them get on the right track. Next card number 3. The seer. Cool. So, and this needs to be a lot of y'all. Y'all need to be meditating. Y'all do. Y'all need to meditate. Y'all need to ground. You need to. You see that. You see that full moon. It's interesting. They say like the moon cycles and when a woman goes through her menstrual cycles, those things play hand in hand. So everything happens for a reason. And ladies, you are so powerful. And I'm not just one of these people just to get on here and say, oh, ladies, you're beautiful and you can overcome and don't listen to any man. This is not about listen to man. It's not about me. It's greater than me. It's about you rallying your troops. If you are the only troop on your battlefield, it is time for you to let out your war cry, your scream. It is time for you to live your dreams. It is time. It is time. The rest of this year is going to be great for you. And I'm just getting started with this message. Again, this is just part 1 of 4 that I'm going to be getting into as far as Black Girl Magic goes, because I've been wanting to do this and finally got off my lazy butt and started to talk about it. So remember, the seer, the dreamer, you're the ones that help to build kingdoms. You are the ones to truly, when the king's head was down, you picked him up. When the king was killed, you picked that sword up. You led those people. You continue to let that kingdom flourish. That's how powerful. When they talk about Black Girl Magic, and I'm talking about old school stuff. Maybe from like, let's just say pre-Egypt. Like thousands of years ago. So you need to balance yourself out. You have this power from within. You have this power. Hold on, Corfo. So you have this power from within. You see the light on her forehead. That is her third eye. You really need to. You need to just start trusting your intuition. Some of you may think, man, sometimes I think things and it happens. That's how powerful you are. That's how powerful you are. That's speaking truth to power. Just the slightest thought can change your life, can change your destiny, just like that. Just to say like, you know what, my circumstances are this, and this. Look at the positives, write it out. This card is also about balancing yourself out. It's just about balancing yourself out internally from your stomach, where you guys can give birth. You can bring life into existence. That's how powerful women are. As strong as I've gotten in my spirituality, I can't. I get it. The sperm and the egg and ovulation, I've taken anatomy. I know about all of that, but it's the women that make all of these things happen. So remember, balance this stuff out. Remember, follow the moon cycles, from the new moon to the full moon. Speak whatever you want out in the beginning of the new moon. Follow it, track it, see it day by day. See it in your mind, see it in your heart, feel it in your soul. Okay, so card number 4. You know what? When you see these things, When you see these things start to happen, that's when you know. See, this card is about change. You're the one that's on the mountaintop. You hold the power from within. You see how this is basically flying, flying like an eagle, flying with the eagles, soaring so high that you can see everything in abundance, having eagle eyes, so to speak, having the ability. Some of you have the ability to know when somebody, it's like, when bad news is going to come in. It's like you walk into your job and you tell yourself, man, you know what? I knew today was going to be the last day I was going to be here. And it's just something innate within you that tells you these things, and I'm trying to get people to understand. I'm trying to get people to, I'm trying to get people to understand to know, to know thyself is true. It takes a while. Don't get frustrated. That that, like the song says, that change is going to come, but you have to follow those steps. And like I said, we have work to do, but the changes, some of you, for a lot of you, the change is going to come. The change is going to come. It's almost going to feel like it's a rush of energy. It may feel overwhelming, so to speak. A lot of you are going to start seeing things in your dreams, start writing these things out. These things are going to really help you to manifest where you truly want to be and truly for where you want to go. This isn't just about you. This is about generation. This is generational. Wealth, health, prosperity, abundance, just moving things out of the way. It's more about a spiritual battle. If you can kind of get that in your head, and if you don't believe in spirituality, then it's more about self. And that energy can be passed down from generation to generation, so to speak. But you see the winds of change, just know that wind of change is coming. That's you, that's your life. Things are being shifted, so to speak, so that you can go to where you need to be. And if you're catching the replay on this, thank you so much for joining me. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Card number 5 is this is the Temperance card. You see the angel, you see her with the heart, you see her rocking a natural hair with the afro, and that beautiful. So, and I'm using my ancestor deck, just in case y'all were wondering which deck I was using. So this is your angel guides. This is your ancestors covering you. You see her pouring the water. The water is so that's the water of life, purifying you, kind of like pouring abundance into your life, pouring blessings, so that you can kind of, like that song goes, row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, merrily, life is but a dream. So they're pouring things into abundance. But the first thing you really need to do is that you need to believe from within. You need to feel your power. Once you start feeling the power, I'm telling you, sky's the limit. Nothing can really stop you unless you invite craziness and chaos in your life. Sometimes that comes from loneliness, not believing in yourself, low self-esteem. There's, especially in the Black community, we go through so much. We've been through so much. So there's a lot of things in history that you can track, the illnesses that we go through. So you have to, and I'll probably get into that in the next video, but you have to take care of yourself. But spiritual guides are pouring everything down for you. Like, they're laying the way for you. So only thing you really need to do is believe in yourself, speak it, and just put in the work and walk through the door, The next card from the Journey of Love Oracle deck is going to be acceptance. You have to accept the beautiful, powerful being that you are. Jealousy and hate is going to come with the territory. As far as I'm concerned, Black women are the most impressive, the most amazing women on the planet, coming out shades, shapes, colors, sizes, all that good stuff. So Like I've never seen women literally walk across the street and stop traffic. Like that's how it's how powerful it is. So crazy it is, man. But yeah. So just acceptance. Acceptance. Accept who you truly are. Know, like I said, to thine own self be true. Know your power. Know your magic. Know your abundance. Yeah. So just accept. Accept what you have inside of you. You do. Again, it's not and it's about you, yes, in the physical, but looking at it generationally down the line, it's bigger than me, it's bigger than all of us. And like again, we have work to do. Again, this is part one in the series of Black Girl Magic. So I really wanted to break it down instead of having it just to be a hashtag like Black Girl Magic, and you see all these women doing these amazing things, and you're sitting here wondering like, well, how are they doing this stuff? Like, what's happening? Paul, so what's going on, everybody? Miss Shantae, Mr. Paul, Molotov cocktail. Thank you guys for joining me. So the next card is dropping into your heart. So that just basically means that messages that are coming inside of your heart. That just means that seeds that are being planted. That goes back to your Temperance card. Your angelic beings, your ancestors, planting those things inside of you. That coded divine DNA that you have inside of you. It's ready to blossom. It's ready to explode. You have the heart of a warrior. You have the heart of a champion. Yes, you can do this. If you need my help, you can always book a session with me. I'm here for you. Just, go ahead and make that happen. And again, I'll leave my information after this is over. I'll leave my information right down below. The Temple card. Now, this is interesting. The Temple card basically. This card is basically saying that make sure your temple is clean, no matter what. It's basically saying like, look at yourself in the mirror, be true to yourself, love yourself, above everything else. Because if you're not together, then, how can you give and help? This is for your children, your family, your friends, significant other, your community, the world. Giving back to your ancestors, God, whoever you believe in. So, how if your temple is unclean, so to speak, how can you, some of you, there are spiritual baths that you can do. There are different herbs, essential oils, things like that you can put, like, if you take it, some women love to, sit in the tub for hours, listen to music, light some candles, so there are different things that you can do, kind of like your own, your own spiritual ritual, so to speak, to, just to cleanse yourself, just play some music, just to kind of ease the soul, ease the mind. Again, cleanse that temple. That's important. Basically, and also cleanse the temple is just about, taking time for yourself, really and truly, just really, really and truly taking time for yourself. And card number 9, last but not least, the light field. So, this once you've taken care of yourself internally, if you've seen a movie, The Matrix, then you'll start seeing things in code. Your eyes, your third eye, your spiritual mind, your spiritual being, you'll really start to be able to download this stuff and kind of see things for what it is, so to speak. And things will, you'll have, you'll start to have privy to information that, regular people just don't have, everything. Like I told somebody, there's this universal knowledge and there's this universal information, like kind of galactic in a sense, right? So, and this is more like in a spiritual realm, basically saying like, yes, we have the internet, we have Google, but everything isn't on the internet, so to speak. And everything isn't, all like universal knowledge isn't necessarily on the internet, so to speak. But that is it for part one. I hope you guys learned something. Thank you guys for joining me. Please subscribe. Please subscribe, like this channel, share this video, all of that good stuff. And again, I am your boy, Soul Lover Man 504, aka Demond Alvarez. And if you guys want to book your sessions with me, and I am also doing palm readings now. So palm readings, you get past, present, future. It's really dope. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I started doing it, and I can look back like I've been hundreds of years in your ancestry and tell you things about yourself. It's really blowing people away, but I'll link all that stuff at the bottom. But you guys have a good day. Thank you for joining me. But as always, I am out this piece. Don't forget to subscribe. Peace.